Breaking news! The Toasty Bros have bought a very skibbity-looking gaming PC that is cubed.
Let me translate that for you. A $200 PC from eBay that is a cube PC from an era that we never really looked at back in the day. But is it goodbye right now? We're about to find out after a word from today's sponsor.
When it comes to desks, there's an insane amount of options available. It's super important to pick the right one, and in my opinion, there's 3 things to look for. 1, it's gotta be L-shaped. 2, obviously it has to be aesthetically pleasing. And 3, if you care about your body, a standing desk is a must. Today's video sponsor FlexiSpot is here to blow your mind and combine all 3 with their E7L standing desk. The E7L is an extra large L-shaped standing desk with a wide variety of material options available. L-shaped desks are amazing because they provide a versatile workspace, allowing for more room for activities beyond just gaming. Pair this with the desktop storage, you can fully maximize your efficiency. FlexiSpot also has more accessories to further improve your setup. With things like monitor arms, ergonomic office chairs, walking treadmills, and more, you can make a positive lifestyle change while also building a top-tier setup. And with the triple motor and 3-leg design, the FlexiSpot E7L is capable of adjusting between 25 inches and 50.8 inches in height, while remaining extremely stable. Since the E7L is made of industrial-grade steel, it's fully capable of holding up to 330 pounds in weight. You're able to place multiple monitors and a wide range of office equipment without worrying about the load. And to keep it real with you, FlexiSpot is one of our favorite companies. We use their desks all around our office for a wide variety of uses and love their build quality and features. We have yet to run into any issues, but even if we did, there's a 15-year warranty. The FlexiSpot E7L is no exception to this. So if you're interested in learning more or in buying one today, check out the links in the description down below. Big thanks again to FlexiSpot for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
All right, so we got a cube-shaped box, probably to match our cube-shaped PC, perhaps?
In our cube-shaped brains, this weird ag computer. But this right here is a Lenovo Y720 that we bought on eBay. It features a Core i7. I think this generation is like 7th Gen i7, so probably like a 7770, similar to like a 10th Gen i3, with a GTX 1066 gig, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 1 terabyte hard drive, which is not going to be great.
We have a problem. They're the Cheeto tasting ones.
Jonah?
No way.
We've made him do this once before. We don't.
It's too early in the day for this.
Obviously, $200 is really cheap for any computer on eBay.
That is,
with
I mean,
eBay fees and
especially for
everything.
one that can game, right?
Yeah, but the only issue is obviously a hard drive, which we can remedy that. Don't you worry.
Yeah, that is crazy that, you know, this isn't that old, but we're still in like the hard drive only era with no SSD. I remember I did read a review of someone who got a 120 gig and they were like, this is big deal right here.
A 120 gig SSD, let's go.
I always love reading those old like Tech Radar reviews from, you know, when these PCs were relevant, and they're like, this is breaking edge technology.
All right, here we go.
And it's square.
And it's square.
Now Lenovo, like, I need to know, do they still make these square
I don't think so.
PCs?
Every time I look up this specific model, I do not see any new versions. I only see this specific spec range, the 7th Gen version. So was there something wrong with it? I don't know. Or it just wasn't very popular. We'll see.
You also got to think that, like, I feel like these form factors always have to cost a good amount more for, like, aesthetics, you know?
Yeah, 100%. So packaging's fine.
Pretty
I mean,
good.
eBay, it's always a random toss-up, but I think the seller has a lot of feedback and sells a lot of different electronics, so, you know, good packaging.
To be fair, the last time we had a seller with good feedback, they shipped it in a what was that, a bed sheet?
Feedback is not always everything, guys.
Okay, so, oh, it has a handle on top.
Oh, is she heavy?
One arm at this angle is a little awkward.
Oh, yeah. She's a little crusty. She's gonna need some love, but
It reminds me of, like, from this profile, it's like a mini, like, look at that, it's like a mini Alienware.
This thing has been used and abused. Look at this power button up here.
That thing's big.
That thing's big, and it has been pressed many times.
Look at the layout. So we either have a vertical, no, it's not a vertical mount. Yeah, the motherboard, it's almost like in the back of the build. Like, it's almost backwards.
It's upside down because you have the audio ports here and then the
yeah.
upside down.
So yeah, the whole build is like inverted or backwards.
I like that there's a label on here that says it was $289 from wherever they bought it from.
Oh, or they got it from like a pawn shop. So
Maybe.
they lost money.
They lost money on that thing.
This is kind of cool. We actually have like some specs and stuff here. So 7th Gen i7, Dolby Audio, which is built into the motherboard. And then what do we have here? So 90H2, that's the machine type. i7 7700.
So that's showing an SSD of a 128 gig. So unless they, maybe
Oh,
there
yeah,
is
it
a
does.
120 SSD for
Wouldn't that
Windows.
be great? that would change today's vibe.
That would change the vibe today. We wouldn't have to add a drive. Because realistically, we should test this in its current configuration, but we have like a policy here at Toasty Bros. If it only comes with a hard drive, I don't care. We're adding an SSD.
We don't have the time to.
We don't have the time for
wait.
that. We just don't.
I do gotta say, I love this era of freaking a 1060, like a 2-lane that has 5 display outs.
Love it. Absolutely
crazy.
love it. I'm curious to see what this looks like on the inside, what you can do or not do.
Jonah, you wanna go on a journey with us here? So we got a really dusty PC that's definitely gonna need a little PC Bros cleaning kit love. This is kind of crazy looking. It's a 6-pin, but it's like angled. I guess because this case is so small, you really couldn't fit anything else.
How's the power working here? So it's extended.
What if it was adapted from SATA?
So there's another 6-pin, which is weird, but it's coming to something down there, the power supply, I guess. I guess it's just an extension. Maybe they didn't think it out in the initial plan and realize, oh, these are too short, so we're gonna extend it. That's a little weird.
It's a single 6-pin to 2 angled 6-pin, which I don't know how great. I guess probably better than SATA to that adapter. We do have 2 sticks of RAM, which is cool. It's DDR4, of course, because this is 7th gen, so it has to be. Look at this cooler. It's actually not like the world's. You know what though? It is deceivingly small compared to what you're actually getting.
Oh wow, look at all that dead space inside there.
I guess it's like a tunnel though.
Yeah.
You can actually kind of see it in the back here too. See that? Yeah, it has like a little heat chamber. So we're supposed to get a 120 gig SSD and then a 1 terabyte hard drive?
Correct.
Which for $200, I mean, it's not looking bad.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so SSD is a SanDisk 128 gig, baby. Oh, this thing's gonna need a deep clean, guys.
In a second here, we'll open up the back because it looks like it also has screws to get in there so we can kind of see. Oh my God, that's like never been open. All right, so let's go ahead and open up the back and then, see what kind of power supply we have, and then we'll probably be good to go ahead and test up gaming. Up and away.
Yay.
It's a pretty big power supply. 80 plus bronze from Akbel, so that's like an OEM.
Yep, normal OEM.
How many watts are we looking at? It has a date code on it too. Total output 450 watt max.
Wow. So there's really not a lot of upgrade room. You could get a slightly modern, like more efficient 60 series GPU in here, but again, we're talking at 7700, which is an i3 10100 basically. So not
also,
crazy.
You need to do some adapting too to get that. I mean, we have a single 6-pin, and we need to somehow we have 6 to 8 pins, don't we?
Yeah, and
so
also the whole right angle thing too. Like,
Yeah.
will the panel go back on if you do that? I don't know, we'll see. But hey, this is an interesting computer. These are fun to look at because it's from a pre-built era that doesn't really exist anymore. Lenovo doesn't make stuff like this. I guess let's power it on and see what it sounds like.
I do have to say, I do like this design a lot better than Alienware's typical, like we got a dual chamber. I don't like how Alienware does the thing where they put the power supply over everything. Quieter than you would think it is. Does it only have 1 fan? Is it just in the front?
So we have the fan on the cooler and then a big fan up front, I think. Yeah, there's a fan. I see a fan blade.
Oh yeah,
There's a fan right there. I don't know where it's getting. Okay,
looks
it's
like
getting air from right here.
Is it like a 140?
Yeah, I think so. So, this looks like something that would turn on and be like, "Rrrr," and maybe after gaming load it will be. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna benchmark it in its current configuration. We're not gonna touch anything. It is dusty, but we will remedy that during the end of the video before we obviously see if we recommend this thing. We will clean it up, but we're gonna run it in its current configuration. If you're just average consumer who bought this thing, doesn't wanna mess with the computer at all, what would the temperatures be like? What would the performance be like? And would it be okay in its current state? But then we will clean it up after the benchmarks. But all in all, an interesting computer that I'm excited we're getting a chance to look at.
Guys, we're playing Apex Legends. We're currently running 1080p in kind of like a medium setting preset. Not using any upscaling with our wee little 1060. And it's kind of funny to see though that, I mean, I'm sure both of these things are kind of holding us back, but our CPU is actually the one that keeps kind of getting near 100% usage.
I need to see what the max boost is of the 7700 because it
See if
seems
we're,
like 3.94. Yeah, we could be throttling down a little bit, but I'd be curious.
What is happening? I'm getting network lag. This is like really bad. Like, I wasn't even moving for a second there, and it was.
Normally it shows some error in Apex. Oh, what is going on here?
Like you're seeing it, right?
I haven't seen it yet, I'll be honest. I haven't seen anything happen yet.
So anyways, yeah, hopefully that smooths out. This game, it could still be loading stuff in. Is this all on the hard drive?
Yes, that could very well be a problem too. We are on a very, we never checked how old the hard drive is, but it is on a hard drive.
Yeah,
which could be a problem.
I'm gonna bet that it's either gonna smooth out, or if it stays this bad, then this is like, I mean, give you an idea, there's times where I'm crouching right now. I'm supposed to be crouching.
You're not even crouching.
I was just walking forwards.
That's busted.
I literally got bot.
I feel like when you see the disk usage, I wonder if that could be causing it. But the CPU and GPU are almost at 90 to 100%, so that's really weird.
Because right now, I would 100% describe this as unplayable. I know to you guys it looks playable, but I promise you, every input, you know what, Matt, you try it.
Yeah, let me just feel it.
I need you to verify I'm not crazy.
All right, let's see. Is there something going on in the background here? Let's hold up. Let's see. Steam. Nothing's downloading. McAllister, you're gonna get live testing here because I don't know what is going on. The CPU is at 100, 93, RAM maxed out.
Why is the disc how is it not being? Oh, it's maybe because we're not in game, I guess.
The RAM is maxed out. And this should not be at 100% like this because that behavior seems incredibly weird.
This definitely Sir Chunks.
I guess just keep running until the game ends. And if it doesn't get normally, if it does fix, it would pop back in, but
yeah. So we've had this problem before, but usually it like always fixes itself fairly quick. Wow.
So the best way to describe it, guys, is it feels like all inputs are incredibly delayed.
Yeah, it feels like a horribly ported console game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit one of these.
He's gonna hit one. He's gonna hit one. Oh, wow. No. So what this is already confirming to me is this thing desperately just needs a bigger SSD.
Yeah, just get rid of the
hard drive, throw a bigger SSD in there, call it a day. So
I say for some reason we just can't, like if other games run perfect and Apex is the only one having issues, we could always try doing a reinstall on SSD and just run it.
We'll run it back.
Because then we would definitely know that it's just the hard drive. Otherwise right now it's like scary to recommend this.
It could be a lot of random issues for sure. Apex issues.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it never got to a point where it felt playable. It always felt like there was so much input lag on everything I did. So for now, Apex does not get the pass. Hopefully, other games don't do the same thing.
See, Fortnite does. Okay, so we had a less than stellar experience with Apex Legends, but we are in Fortnite now. Limited frame rate, far reaches, and slow textures. Biggest thing we're going to see here is if we get the same issues that we were having with Apex Legends. We're going to consider this either some sort of hardware issue, or we're going to have to do something with the Windows install on the hard drive, because both games are running on the hard drive currently because of the 128 gig SSD. You really don't have room for either of these games to even run on it, so we'll see if we have the same issues once we land. All right, guys, let's land here. So far, I'm getting the usual stutter that I definitely expect with this generation of CPU. 4-core, 8-thread. They tend to struggle a little bit. I'm not noticing so far any random like control issues. We'll see if it ends up picking up though. So far, it just seems to have the general, chunkiness of a 4-core 8-thread. What just blew up in there? This is definitely one of those I would consider running on performance mode because it'll allow that CPU not to be just loaded up at 100%. And also, part of me just feels a little bit suspicious about that Lenovo software. We were noticing when we canceled it out in Task Manager, which it is closed out right now, it was using like 10% of our RAM and CPU. Like all in all, it was using up a bunch of our resources, doing very little. I remember looking at it before benchmarking, and it really just gives you the option to change the LED color and some weird networking optimization stuff that I would not trust.
Yeah, it seems like
it's working a lot better. And these are both on the hard drive, so I can't really blame the hard drive anymore. At least with Apex. It could be Fortnite on these settings just doesn't stress it as much. Apex is a bit more of a demanding game, albeit not crazy more demanding, but it is more demanding. The AI has lost its track. It doesn't even know how to evade.
I don't think he's shot yet.
Oh. Yeah, this is looking all right. Obviously, in late game, if you are going to play this game competitively, this kind of CPU is going to be stuttery. It's going to have lockups, and it's not going to be amazing. Especially in build mode, it's going to be more demanding when you have a bunch of builds going around. Because I know you guys be some sweaty builders, but it is serviceable for a $200 computer. That's what we're looking at here. $200. We've done nothing to it. We literally plugged it up and started playing games. $200 is definitely serviceable. I think we'll just launch Apex Legends off camera again, and if for whatever reason it starts working, we'll record and show you guys that it's working better without that software. If not, I don't know. Apex might just be kind of weird, and we'll have to test some other games to see if any other games have issues, some more demanding titles, and we'll go from there, and we'll transition to cleaning this thing or upgrading it, whatever we think is the best option. Probably both. So let's go ahead and try Apex Legends again, and if you see us gaming, we fixed it. If not, well, we'll be doing more benchmarks.
All right, guys, we're testing out Apex Legends again to see if we get any different FPS, but as you guys can see, we're currently running basically like medium-low settings at 1080p, and I mean, it looks like in some areas we're getting, oh my god, I'm being shot at, we're getting closer to like that, 100 plus FPS. I'm not noticing any like major input lag at the moment, so we'll see how that goes once we get in a little gunfight action. Oh my gosh, I suck.
Oh! Oh, the L-Star, yes!
Yeah.
Oh, feels like knife. Oh. He's
locking in.
He's
chat.
locked in.
This guy's a knife.
This is the locked in too hard.
We got lock in right at the end. Well, I was going to say, it seems like the PC. I don't know, Apex, maybe it just doesn't like hard drives anymore. We didn't even get to see the kill cam. The second run was definitely, like, it was playable now, but it still felt like, it just did not feel like I was getting 120 20 FPS or whatever it was.
So either way, we're gonna run some more benchmarks, and then when we do the cleaning, we're gonna swap out that hard drive, throw in a nice SSD single drive, so then we can run a really fast system here. But all in all, it's working. Issue so far, but let's run some other benchmarks, clean her up, and then wrap this video up real quick.
So we took this PC outside and gave it a really good dusting with the air compressor because we felt the need to give it a little bit of extra love over our typical Blowimatron. And then after that, we took our PC Bros cleaning kit, we wiped down the whole entire thing, toothbrushed any of the vents that we could, and we got it about as clean as we could possibly get it, and we threw in a new SSD.
And we got rid of this antiquated technology, as Jonah might say. Well, this SSD is still fine, but it's only 120 gigs. This is an old 1 terabyte hard drive from the year 2017. But before we did all that, we did run some other benchmarks as well to show you guys the limits of this PC. We ran Black Myth Wukong 1080p low settings with FSR, got an average of 46 FPS, a max of 54, a minimum of 38. Cyberpunk was definitely hard on this PC as well, 1080p low settings, a 41 FPS average, a minimum of 32, a max of 53. And CS2, to really stress the CPU, did better than I expected. Running low settings 1080p, we got an average of 212 FPS with a 1% low of 112.
And in 3D Mark, we had a score of 4,004, which ended up being a 5 cent per point score, and that is pretty good for a used PC, which we kind of expect to see, especially if everything works out really well.
Yeah, $200 for this PC. You know, I'm pretty happy with what we paid for it. Had to put some work into cleaning it, and once we had the SSD, which was a TimeTech drive, it ended up being about $243 all in. So not too bad price performance. Would I recommend this specific pre-build if you found it on eBay for this price point? I could say yes, depending on the condition that it's in, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this PC? Comment down below, and if you guys want to buy this one, potentially at PCBros.tech, you can, or if you want to shop on eBay for one yourself, link in the description down below will be an affiliate link, and it will help us out.
But as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Now at PC Bros, we get rid of those hard drives and we put brand new SSDs in pretty often, and we offer a warranty with PCs like these.
We got a perfect computer for you at a lot of different price points. Use code ToastyBros on checkout to save 3% of your next purchase. See you guys later.